If you've ever struggled with heavy, compacted soil that just refuses to hold water or nurture roots, well, you know the frustration. I was in the same boat until I discovered a simple trick that, honestly, completely transformed my garden. By layering cardboard into my soil, I achieved a texture so light, rich and friable that, I have to say, working in it felt like slicing into a freshly baked cake. The change wasn't just in the feel, it was in how my plants responded, with roots penetrating deeply and water retaining effortlessly. Over the next few minutes, I'll share why this method works, how it's rooted in historical practices, and, how you can replicate it to build fertile, manageable soil in your own garden or survival plot. Cardboard is often dismissed as waste, but actually it has remarkable properties that benefit soil. Its fibrous structure creates air pockets, which improves aeration and drainage while still retaining moisture. It's also rich in carbon, which, as you might know, feeds the microbes responsible for decomposition and nutrient cycling. Historically, gardeners and farmers have used plant fibre, straw and paper-based materials to amend soil, often without fully understanding the science behind it. What makes cardboard particularly effective is that it decomposes slowly, creating a sort of living mattress for microbial life while gradually integrating into the soil to improve texture and fertility. Why layering cardboard works better than simply adding compost. Compost alone can enrich soil, but in compacted clay or depleted dirt, it often struggles to penetrate and create lasting structure. Cardboard acts as a base layer, breaking up dense soil while providing a medium for microbes to colonize. In my trial, I laid sheets of cardboard across my planting beds before adding compost and soil amendments. Within weeks, worms and fungi had colonized the layers, creating channels and pockets that aerated the soil naturally. Unlike compost that decomposes quickly, cardboard maintains its structure long enough to support microbial networks, resulting in soil that is consistently loamy and really just easy to work with. Choosing the right cardboard and preparing it for the soil is honestly quite important. Not all cardboard is created equal. You should avoid glossy or heavily printed cardboard, as inks and coatings may contain chemicals that could inhibit microbial activity. Plain, brown, corrugated cardboard works best. Before layering, I tore the sheets into manageable pieces, removing any tape or staples. Lightly soaking the cardboard ensures it stays in place, retains moisture, and starts interacting with the soil immediately. Survivalists and gardeners alike can easily source this material from recycling, grocery deliveries, or shipping boxes, making it an inexpensive and sustainable amendment for long-term soil improvement. So, here's how to layer cardboard for maximum effect. To apply this trick, you want to start by loosening the top few inches of soil. Next, lay the cardboard sheets flat, making sure to overlap the edges so weeds can't sneak through any gaps. Then, cover the cardboard with a thin layer of compost, grass clippings, or aged leaves. This introduces microbes and nitrogen, which really helps speed up decomposition. I repeated this layering process across the entire bed, and honestly, it creates a structure that encourages water retention, microbial activity, and soil aeration. Over time, the cardboard breaks down slowly, integrating with the soil and improving both texture and fertility. In my experience, even after just a single season of layering cardboard, there were noticeable improvements. But if you keep at it over multiple seasons, you'll find the soil feels consistently soft, rich and sponge-like. The cardboard trick, honestly, requires minimal maintenance. Occasionally, just check the moisture levels and give a light watering during dry periods. The cardboard itself helps regulate moisture naturally, so you won't need to water constantly. Adding organic matter on top, like compost or mulch, can further feed the microbial community and really accelerate decomposition. Worms are excellent indicators of soil health. If you see them active throughout the layers, that's a sure sign the system is working properly. Historical garden practices show us that layering plant fibres and paper-based materials creates long-lasting fertility with hardly any extra labour, a principle that, well, survives today in this simple cardboard trick. Once the cardboard integrates into the soil, the benefits, I must say, become quite clear. Water infiltration improves, roots grow deeper and stronger, and the soil holds on to nutrients far more effectively. In survivalist gardens or spots with poor native soil, this trick actually allows for immediate planting in plots that were previously just unmanageable. I've used cardboard layers under raised beds and directly in ground plots, and honestly, in every case, the soil became easier to work with, more fertile, and much more resilient to dry spells. The historical parallel is striking. Farmers have long used plant fibres to amend heavy clay or sandy soils, creating conditions that naturally support plant growth without needing chemical intervention. The cardboard trick is a simple, historically grounded method that transforms compacted, lifeless soil into fertile, workable beds. By layering cardboard and combining it with compost or organic scraps, you create a living system that aerates the soil, supports microbes, and retains moisture, producing results that are both immediately noticeable and long-lasting. Whether you're a beginner tackling your first garden or a seasoned survivalist building sustainable plots, this technique offers an accessible, low-cost solution for healthy, productive soil. If you found this guide valuable, don't forget to subscribe to Farm Logic and share this video with fellow gardeners, history enthusiasts, and survivalists. Every like, share, and subscription helps us continue exploring techniques that blend historical insight with practical applications to transform your soil, garden, and long-term growing success.